The scene opens in an upscale video store in New Aradu. A mysterious collector named Hugo arrives and compliments the store's refined atmosphere, noting its popularity among elite clientele, including PubSec and HSO members. The ambiance is described as understated yet elegant, like a steady beacon in the dark. The conversation takes an intriguing turn when Hugo mentions Children of Devils, a rare vampire movie. This creates noticeable tension. Hugo describes vampires as pale-skinned, well-dressed beings who feed on human blood, drawing subtle parallels to himself while claiming to be merely hypoglycemic. Hugo offers to purchase every available rental movie, raising suspicion about hidden motives. The discussion shifts to collectors in New Aradu, including disturbing rumors about those who collect human organs. Hugo maintains a composed demeanor and mentions an upcoming industry auction. The scene transitions to Lumina Square, where a raffle event is taking place. A confrontation erupts when Curtis Ravenlock, claiming to be from an esteemed family, falsely accuses someone of stealing his wallet. The accusation is methodically dismantled through observations about Curtis's worn clothing and desperate behavior. The narrative shifts to a significant meeting where the mayor discusses Helios Academy and a teacher named Carol, who was wrongly blamed for the old capital's fall. The conversation reveals important information about eye implants and their connection to ether aptitude. The mayor explains that specialists from Marcel Group have developed an HDD system upgrade that would allow direct hollow entry without EOS. This technological advancement comes with initial discomfort but promises to restore natural ether aptitude levels. The mayor expresses confidence in the recipients using this power responsibly. The implementation of the upgrade begins, with varying adaptation rates among recipients. One shows remarkable progress, achieving ether aptitude comparable to hollow investigators. A mission involving a malfunctioning metro data pile is assigned, marking the beginning of their enhanced capabilities. A data pile was discovered near a garage, blocked by a train. The team needed to find a passcode to disable a laser barrier and move the train forward. After some searching, they were able to locate and enter the correct passcode. There was discussion about Proxy's physical condition and capabilities. The team offered support and expressed interest in Proxy developing combat skills to handle hollow missions independently. Despite having improved strength, Proxy still relied on the team for protection. The team encountered a guarded data pile that required another passcode for access. They searched the surrounding area for clues while protecting Proxy. The team noted that maintaining data piles in the hollows required professional expertise. A request was made to participate in an important high-profile auction. The mission involved retrieving a mysterious core extracted from a sacrifice, a being that could exist outside hollows without relying on ether. The core had been stolen from a secure lab and was now hidden in an auction item. The complex relationship between the mayor and Tops was discussed, highlighting tensions between government authority and corporate interests. This political dynamic complicated the process of securing auction invitations. The team remembered Hugo, a collector who had left them a cryptic puzzle instead of direct contact information. After solving the puzzle involving a raffle ticket, they successfully made contact and arranged to meet at Luminous Square. Hugo provided the needed auction invitations, but warned about keeping their source secret due to potential dangers. He shared a personal story about losing a half-sister and warned about another attendee named Hartman, describing him as a power-hungry Ravenlock family heir. A mysterious encounter occurred where someone identified Proxy as the chosen one, though the meaning remained unclear. Shortly after, a woman attempted to manipulate the team into helping her bid on an item, claiming emotional significance. As the auction was about to begin, a character named Vivian warned against letting sympathy affect bidding decisions. The scene transitioned into competitive bidding between participants, including a member of the Ravenlock family who showed unexpected financial constraints. A heated bidding war takes place over rare items. Discussion centers around a Denny's property as a key advantage. The bidding escalates quickly, with debate over whether items are overpriced. An exceptional piece arrives, the final creation of a legendary artist from New Eridu, whose works became valuable only after death. A dramatic bid of 1 billion is made by Vivian, showing her substantial financial resources. Despite advice against emotional bidding, she remains determined to acquire the piece, regardless of cost. The auctioneer tries to drum up competition, but no one challenges her bid, leading to her successful purchase. During an intermission, conversation reveals deceptive practices at auctions, including common scams where fraudsters convince others to bid high prices with false promises. Discussion centers on how appearances can be deceiving, and people often mask their true intentions. The auction resumes with the showcase item, a legendary robe of heroes containing a unique, possibly magical gem. Multiple interested parties eye this significant piece, leading to intense competition. The Ravenlock family declares their intention to secure it. Strategic negotiations unfold between shrewd bidders, with attempts to outmaneuver each other through both direct offers and subtle psychological tactics. The discussion reveals deeper knowledge about the robe's secrets and significant financial resources at play. Just as the auction appears to conclude, the lights suddenly go out. A mysterious figure known as Mockingbird dramatically interrupts to reclaim what they consider rightfully theirs, causing chaos and prompting a pursuit. Background is revealed about Mockingbird, a phantom thief syndicate, including its founding, initial idealistic goals, and eventual fracturing. A key figure named Hugo emerges as both ally and potential threat, particularly regarding a sacrifice core. The pursuit leads through dangerous territory filled with ethereals. Despite skilled maneuvering and combat, catching up to the thief proves challenging. Complex mechanisms and strategic pathways come into play during the chase. A heated confrontation breaks out between two individuals, with accusations of being pompous and self-righteous flying. The tension escalates until someone named Master Poxy gets caught in the middle of their dispute. There is concern about potential injuries, though it is revealed the issue arose from height adjustment difficulties. The scene shifts to an attempted robbery where criminals demand ethereal resources and valuables. When met with resistance, they make threats, claiming ownership of the hollow. Their intimidation tactics backfire when confronted by someone identified as a Mayflower watchdog, leading to the criminals ultimately begging for mercy. A philosophical disagreement emerges about justice and punishment. One party maintains that no one has the right to take another's life, while the other argues for delivering justice through more severe means. The clash of ideologies leads to physical confrontation. A deeper discussion about faith and justice unfolds between a mentor and students. The conversation explores the balance between wealth, power, and moral principles, particularly focusing on the role of justice in the life of a phantom thief. The mentor emphasizes the importance of avoiding taking lives while addressing injustice. The narrative reveals the history of Mockingbird's founding members and their mentor Jack. The story explains how diverging viewpoints on justice and revenge led to a significant rift between Hugo and Lycon, particularly regarding Hugo's vengeful actions against his family. A meeting with the mayor reveals a serious threat to New Eridu involving the Sacrifice Corps. A criminal letter threatens vengeance against the entire city, raising concerns about potential large-scale attacks. The mayor insists on handling the situation through official channels, despite offers of help. Having sacrificed their anti-corruption equipment to save civilians, they face fatal wounds and corruption after battling ethereals. Their final message expresses understanding rather than blame for being left behind, reflecting on the nature of human behavior in crisis situations. A discussion reveals that someone named Bringer experienced an unexplained miracle during a mission. He emerged unharmed from a hollow and rescued civilians, but his account differs from the audio evidence. This incident apparently led to his involvement with a group called the Exaltists. A mysterious figure reveals knowledge about conspirators planning an attack on New Eridu using sacrifice. They propose working together to find Bringer's belongings, which may reveal crucial information about the Exaltists' true motives. The conversation shifts to discussion about Lord Fothern, apparently a renowned proxy in New Eridu. The mysterious figure expresses deep admiration for Lord Fothern, leading to an awkward but connecting moment between the conversing parties. Multiple characters, including Ambi, Trigger, and Vivian, converge while investigating various incidents. Ambi wears a special outfit to meet a contact, while others prepare to enter a hollow. The group discusses their respective missions and decides to work together. The group proceeds through a fissure to reach their destination. They begin searching for a ring that was supposedly lost during ether excavation. The atmosphere is tense as they explore the area carefully. A tragic revelation occurs as one character's vital signs disappear. It's revealed this was part of an elaborate plan. A terminally ill mother orchestrated her death in the Hollow to secure insurance money for her daughter through Ravenlock Insurance. She leaves a touching message about her eternal love. A deep conversation reveals inner turmoil about the ability to foresee disasters and calamities. The burden of seeing tragic events before they occur weighs heavily, along with the inability to prevent them from happening. Despite attempts to warn others, the visions always come true, leading to feelings of responsibility and guilt. A philosophical discussion about whether the future can be changed takes place. Despite having witnessed similar events repeatedly in memories, there remains uncertainty about the true nature of these premonitions and their purpose. The conversation shifts to focusing on an immediate tactical situation requiring precision and coordination. An intimate conversation unfolds where personal experiences with premonitions are shared. These visions come unexpectedly, like floods of images, primarily showing death, disasters, and accidents. Despite their disturbing nature, a friend offers comfort and suggests viewing this ability as a gift rather than a curse. The search for Bringer's belongings leads to the discovery of a mysterious notebook with unexplainable markings. This finding proves significant, but requires further investigation to understand its meaning and importance. A revelation occurs about connections to the Phantom Thief Syndicate called Mockingbird. The organization aims to redistribute wealth and balance societal inequities. They extend an offer of cooperation, promising intel and resources while holding possession of a crucial sacrifice core. A tense negotiation unfolds between Mockingbird and Mr. Hartman of the Ravenlock family. Mockingbird seeks entry into top society in exchange for the sacrifice core, establishing a cautious alliance marked by mutual suspicion and strategic positioning. A dark backstory emerges involving Hugo and a tragic incident with Serena. Despite accusations of murder, this action is praised by a father figure who values ruthlessness and unscrupulous behavior as necessary traits for success. The scene reveals a disturbing family dynamic where cruel actions are rewarded and weakness is punished. Someone is being harshly judged as a loser and told to accept punishment for the family's sake. The recipient apologetically accepts this judgment, though it brings up unpleasant memories. The scene suggests themes of family pressure and emotional manipulation. A heartfelt conversation takes place with Proxy about being labeled as someone who only brings misfortune. While initially painful, There's now acceptance of others' reactions. The speaker wonders about their ability to predict only suffering and wishes they could foresee happier outcomes. They express gratitude for Proxy's perspective that their abilities are a gift rather than a curse. Details about Hugo's background emerge. He appears to be from a renowned family, likely a bastard son based on his different colored eyes. His mother nearly abandoned him before his family bought him for a large sum. Despite moving to a luxurious mansion, it was described as hellish, suggesting poor treatment. Hugo eventually ran away, met Lycan and formed Mockingbird, experiencing brief happiness before Lycan's betrayal. A friendly exchange occurs between two Lord Faith fans, with one inviting the other to view their collection of self-made merchandise, including printed internet comments and avatar collections. The conversation shows growing camaraderie between the two individuals through their shared interests. A reunion between old acquaintances occurs, discussing the formation of Mockingbird and remembering their deceased friend Jack. They reflect on past decisions and establishing Mockingbird as a symbol against the rich and cruel, while adhering to Jack's principle of avoiding harm to others' lives. The group arrives at a familiar location and encounters technical difficulties with the door mechanism. This leads to a shocking revelation when Master Proxy is revealed to be Lord Fothern himself, causing great excitement among his fans, particularly one who requests autographs and photos. The group faces combat situations while navigating through their destination. They encounter formidable opponents and demonstrate concern for Master Proxy Lord Fothern's safety. The team then discovers a mechanism requiring simultaneous activation at 3 different locations, leading to debate about group arrangements. There is some playful banter as they decide the teams, with Vivian eager to pair up with Lord Fothern. The others tease her about her obvious admiration. Despite some reluctance between certain members, they agree to work together for the mission. Lord Fothern and Vivian encounter numerous ethereals and work together to close a door mechanism that requires synchronized timing. Vivian is overjoyed to be working alongside her idol, though she tries to contain her excitement. She explains that Lord Fothern once saved her during her darkest times, which is why she admires them so deeply. Meanwhile, other team members must overcome their differences to work together. There is underlying tension, particularly between Lycan and Hugo, but they agree to cooperate for the sake of their mission and Master Proxy. Past conflicts and trust issues surface, but they temporarily set them aside. A private conversation reveals concerns about Hugo's nature and potential future. Despite his intelligence and talent, there are worries about a darkness within him passed down through his lineage. A request is made to keep him in check and prevent him from potentially becoming a threat, as his gifts could lead him down a dangerous path. The group investigates suspicious noises, leading to new team arrangements. Vivian joins Lycan's group, partly to monitor him due to trust concerns, but also to get some space from Lord Fothern as she feels overwhelmed by their presence. This allows for a private conversation between remaining members about Vivian's similarities to someone named Serena. The team discovers a hibernating sacrifice inside a cocoon, revealing a larger threat. They learn there could be dozens more similar sacrifices hidden throughout the area. The presence of these sacrifices outside the hollows poses a catastrophic risk to populated areas, potentially rivaling the fall of the old capital. Just as they plan to eliminate the sacrifice, they are interrupted by Mr. Hartman from the Ravenlock family. A shocking revelation follows as Hugo admits to making a deal with Hartman, betraying his companions in exchange for an opportunity to join Tops. This betrayal directly contradicts their previous mission and shared principles about bringing justice to the world. A tense confrontation unfolds as deception and betrayal come to light. The truth about people's intentions and their capacity for seamless lying is discussed. The scene involves multiple parties in conflict over a sacrifice that needs to be extracted. A shocking revelation occurs when Hugo reveals his true identity as Hugo Vlad Ravenlock, an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family. He confronts his uncle, claiming to be the true heir to the family lineage and exposing a history of familial murder and power struggles. Master Edmund's support of Hugo's claim further complicates the situation. The conflict escalates as Hugo declares his intention to kill his uncle. He reveals his alliance with Tops and their shared interests regarding the sacrifices and core. His motivation stems from a deep desire for justice and reclaiming what he believes is rightfully his, regardless of the methods required. Despite attempts to reason with Hugo, he remains committed to his chosen path. He criticizes Mockingbird's ineffectiveness and argues that real change requires power, resources, and strength. His philosophy embraces the idea that sometimes one must become the very thing they fight against to achieve their goals. A confrontation leads to a dramatic choice between a sacrifice core and Fothern. Despite compliance with demands, promises are broken, revealing deeper layers of betrayal. The situation becomes increasingly volatile as true natures are exposed. The aftermath of the conflict brings reflection and concern. While some believe Hugo might have survived, others insist on his death, citing a fatal wound through his heart. Meanwhile, Hartman manages to escape during the chaos, adding another layer of complication to the situation. The scene concludes with ominous undertones as participants prepare to report the events to the mayor. The final moments are marked by a dark vision of the future, filled with fear, suffering, despair, and destruction, particularly concerning Fothern's fate.